Hey, what's going on, everybody? Aaron Hilliard for Mushroom Wonderland. I'm here with my friend Jeff Glassart. You may have seen him on some of the other videos, but you can only see those now on Patreon, where we're out planting ovoids, shooting spore-filled water with squirt guns into wood chips, and out looking through the dune grass. Today, we're just hunting for burn morels. Thanks for joining on this episode of Mushroom Wonderland. Let's go into the burn and see what kind of mushrooms we can find growing out here.
Welcome to Mushroom Wonderland.
All right, my first morel of the day. Right here, a young, probably Morchella sextelata. Nice. And then right here, I'm seeing even more all through here. So that's a great start. I've been out here for just a couple of minutes. And oh, I see a few more over there. So great start. So here's your typical burn morel, Morchella sextelata. Beautiful. And if they're very small, I'm going to leave them behind, but we're seeing a nice variety of them. Look at that, a bit older, starting to get real dark on the ridges. Beautiful. So I'm seeing a lot more right in here. I think we found a really nice spot. This is what happens when they get too old. But that guy let off 1 billion spores. There's another one right there. So it's good. There's some ones that have got to full maturity and let their spores out around here. They're nice. Very black on the ridges. They get that way with age. That's a beautiful example of a black morel, how it gets black like that with age. Look at that. That's an old guy though. That's one way you can definitely tell an old morel is it's got yellowish colored like that. They're kind of creamy white when they're young. You know, it's probably still okay to eat at that age, but I wouldn't go much farther than that. Like if it's limp, don't eat that, man. You can get sick. Yeah, I mean, you can get sick from some of the bacteria. I see one right here growing under this log.
Always next to the log. Oh yeah, there's a little bitty guy down there.
Yeah, just a little fella right there. I usually refrain from picking them that size, even though this place has been a bonanza. There's been a lot of people picking in here. And, you know, that morel is not going to, like, survive to really, you know, make a lot of spores. Yeah, we're kind of right out in the wide open right here. But some bigger trees. We just walked through this big, vast brush field and really didn't see any. I don't know. That's kind of been my experience, is that somewhere near these bigger trees is usually where I find them. So we got some little burnies coming up. Oh, look at, there's a young one. There's another 2 little babies right here. I see, ooh, there's a decent one. Yeah, that's a nice one.
Right here.
We got 3 growing right here. So you come into these little spots, and that's when I get down low and just scan around, looking nice and low. Oh, I see a couple more beauties down there just because I did that. Oh yeah. So yeah, that's a nice mature burn morel right there. That's a good mushroom.
Fabulous.
There's more babies. They're coming up everywhere right here. Yeah, we just got rain last night, so usually about 3 to 5 days until it really starts having a good effect. But there's still mushrooms out here, for sure.
Nice one there.
Oh yeah.
There and there.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, actually, right here, there's a cluster of two.
Oh, nice eye.
Yeah. All hiding together there.
Awesome. How do you prefer to harvest your morels?
Because they're burn morels, personally, I go like this. I just grab them and I try and break them off at the stem. And it's just easy enough. Sometimes if the stem comes out of the ground with it too, I just throw it back on the ground. It's not that big a deal.
Right.
It's not going to affect it. If you can leave the stem remnants, that's fine. But if not, it's not going to affect. They're not going to come back.
Some people are very particular about cut or pluck. Doesn't really make a difference as far as the fungi is concerned. I just kind of bend them over and snap them off.
Look at the bugs inside of there. That's absolutely terrible.
You wouldn't want to eat something like that.
No, that's too far gone.
Yeah, we get these springtails, and they just
going to town on that thing.
I put one under a stereo microscope recently. It looked like a little, like a glowworm with teddy bear ears. It was kind of cute. Yeah,
that's fun.
All right, so we got a couple of small morels right here, but this is an area where I would slow down. And so I have these mushroom seeing glasses. You might have seen these like on Facebook or Instagram. And I kind of scoffed. I laughed at first when I, saw them online, but I met a lady who had a pair, and I was like, let me try those on. And you can't help but say, like, wow, when you put them on, it just really brightens everything up. Kind of all the things that are lighter colored kind of pop out, and it just adds contrast to the landscape. So they're not magic. There's no you're not gonna see a glowing aura around the mushroom, but they might help you to differentiate them from the background. It's like lens technology, I guess. So the guy used to make welding shields, and then he started making these because he's a morel hunter and he wanted to be able to maybe see them better. So it's known that lenses do different things, and so I don't know. I haven't personally found a ton of mushrooms wearing them, but I could see how it could be useful. So when I see a couple of mushrooms like this, I'm gonna get down and put them on and just scan the ground. And I don't know, it's hard to say if they're working or not, because I don't see any mushrooms right here, but I don't see any when they're off. So I don't know. It can't really be a scam because they guarantee your money back, so why not try them out? And if you put in the code HALFSPORE in all caps, then you can get buy one get one half off with free shipping, because you're going to be foraging with a friend. And so I don't know, I think they're kind of cool and they're super stylish. So Fungi's for the win. The link will be in the description. Yeah, this is one of the ones I call a wizard house. Very mature, very conical, and then you can see that hollow stem is just blown out. It's old. This thing has let off a million spores, and this is probably still a good decent edible. So right down here I spotted a real pretty one. You see that? This one appears to be a bit more blonde. People really like blonde morels, and then you can see this one growing right near it, and this one is more black. So are they the same species? Kind of hard to say, right? I honestly couldn't tell you. You'd have to do DNA to really know if they were the same. But right down here, Jeff spotted another real nice one.
There's one right here as well, and right over here.
Look at this. Oh, there's a
the big one behind it too.
So these
for sure
are some beautiful morels.
Down, this one right down here. Yeah, that looks nice and healthy. Right behind a rock.
Yeah, growing out from under this rock. So here's a good example of how they're typically hollow. Now there can be kind of exceptions to the rule, but not usually. Morchella species is going to be hollow inside the center, and look at all those springtails. You see all those bugs?
Yum.
Yummy. So I take these home, I'll put them in a saltwater bath for 10 minutes and just let all the bugs crawl out. And then I put them right into the dehydrator, and the rest of the bugs crawl out. And then by the time you pull them out of the cupboard to use them, you forgot that there was bugs ever in them, and you're good to go. You just kind of feel it after you get a little experience. You get into an area and you're like, okay, I'm gonna slow down right here because this could be good. Oh, look at that, an old wizard house. Now this is beyond prime. I wouldn't eat that personally. You can get food poisoning from eating rotten food. People come out and they're like desperate to find a morel, and if they only found that, they might be tempted to try to eat it. But you can definitely get sick. Ooh, look at that. Good eye.
Happy guy. And see, the trick was they're all like hiding underneath the sticks and everything like this. It was very, very discreet.
You seeing anything, Gunner? Pretty good little area. There's some like pretty mature ones that are kind of hiding. Oh, like this. Right as I say that. Look at that.
Dark.
That is very dark. Boom. That might be the pick of the day so far.
Absolutely.
That's a big boy. Isn't that a beauty?
Yeah, that's gorgeous. That's exactly.
There you go.
Yeah, look at the size of this guy. Chilling out the side of the hill here.
Nice. And I see a couple more right here. They're tough. Now I don't really like having that big chunk of dirt on the base because it gets your morels all dirty, and when you're eating morels you don't want crunchy sand in your food. So for the sake of filming, it's kind of hard to cut them off clean, but that's one reason I cut morels, just keep my basket super clean. I just want to have really clean, high quality morels, not a mouthful of sand and dirt. Okay.
So, who has the win of the day, or the mushroom of the day?
Boom.
I think that would be you, my friend.
That's a pretty big
Here,
boy.
we can direct compare, actually. So,
Oh.
I don't know. That's a pretty close one.
I think yours has it,
Oh,
and then
that's
I'm gonna
pretty
go
funny.
do that. But
Yeah, I think technically mine's just a hair bigger.
nice mushrooms. You having fun, Gunner? Having a good old time? So right here we see a few morels growing clustered here. Wow. So these are your greenies or your pickles or your exuberans, but these are old. Look at that. But they're so dense, and so these are the double-walled ones. Let me grab my knife. And these are a superior burn morel that come out later in the season, but let's see if we can, look at it, it's almost like completely stuffed. It's like super thick and meaty. There's a couple young ones right here that are kind of, you know, these are beyond their prime for sure, but they've definitely spored out, so that's awesome. But yeah, these are the Morchella exuberans. Wow, look at that, how how dense it is. Too bad these are like beyond their prime. That sucks.
Yeah.
So this area down here I've had good luck. This one almost looks like the exuberans right here. Yeah, I think this is the Morchella exuberans.
Oh, that's exuberant again? Oh, it sounded like it.
Yeah.
Yep. Nicely done. Squeak, squeak. I love
Pickles.
that satisfying cut.
Yeah. So these are the ones that we're really after. The second flush of burn morels are just thick. And you can see that kind of greenish tinge. That's why they call them a pickle or a greenie. But I like it right in here. It's just, maybe it's because they're easier to see. There's not a lot of brush and sticks laying on the ground. But that's what we're looking for. Oh, chunky boy. Another greenie. Look at that. Squeak, squeak, squeak.
Yeah, I love that sound.
Yeah, that one weighs, that one's dense. have found something cool. What you
I
got?
seen this guy right here just inside the hole, and I was like, oh, maybe I should investigate further. And if you take a peek down in here, maybe I can remove this.
A little dark
bark.
for the camera.
Here, I'm gonna reach in, I'm gonna pull it out. Ah, yeah, there we
Oh, the Morel of the day, maybe, but it's kind of
go. It's a
moldy.
little
so-
old, but it's just a big old fatty one down in that hole.
Dang, what do you think, Gunners?
Yeah, is that a big old Morel? Nom nom nom.
That thing's huge.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
I think for the biggest Morel of the day, it's got to be edible.
Yeah.
This one might. Oh, this one's a little beyond its prime for sure. I saw somebody that was drying them and then gluing them onto like a landscape photo, making art out of them,
Yeah,
and it was so cool. I was like, oh man,
yeah, I'll knock off some of that.
take home a huge insect colony with you.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's a
Oh, yeah.
great.
Is it a nice
and then the
greenie?
greeny one, yeah, right there. That was the one that showed me the hole here. I was like, oh, nice.
Score.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah,
So this area, there's like no brush down here. Makes it real easy to spot them. So I don't know if there's this many morels over the whole burn, or it's just easier to see them here or what. But
yeah, that was a great little 5-pack.
yeah, I like this area. I use an app to kind of keep track of where I am, and it gives me a breadcrumb trail to get back to the truck in case I need to get out of there. We got some competition out there. That better not be one of them Mushroom Wonderland fans sneaking around on my burn. Well, you know, in Oregon, they did tests. Whoa, there's frogs everywhere here. They did tests on chanterelles, and it showed that picking them didn't hurt the patch, but trampling them on them did. So it's like out here, you know, in the burn areas, trampling could definitely like reduce fruiting body production. These areas that are well traveled, I don't know. Oh yeah, it's slippery. We're good. This is where he found some tomentosa, so we're gonna slow down. Try to find some of these grays. The fire grays, man, everybody is after these ones. And all these little white flags are replanted trees. They don't waste time getting things replanted here. So
Let's go down. Slice it off there. Yeah, dark.
There you
that
go.
sucker is.
yeah, see that dark stipe? There you go.
Let's see here.
Oh yeah, she's
There's
thick.
the double wall right there.
Thick in there. That's a nice mushroom. So
Absolutely.
yeah, the late season Morel tomentosa. Very nice find. There you go.
Got
Just
another one.
kind of growing singular. And I want to see what the whole thing looks like. So it doesn't have that creamy white stipe that the other ones do. That one's not nearly as dark as the last one.
Notably darker, but not like what you would textbook expect.
Yeah. Having fun, buddy? Yeah, you could definitely
look,
see
there's
why
a
they
blown
might
out one right there.
call it a gray. Yeah, look how gray and tomentos it is. That's beautiful.
These are young. They're gonna be super firm.
Yeah.
I see another one right over there too.
You can see why they call it tomentos, right?
Yeah,
It's kind of fuzzy,
foot.
fuzzy cap.
Yeah,
Basically
cap,
fuzzy
too.
everything.
Fuzzy everything.
Tough stem, wow. Very tough stem. There's your tomentosa. It is wild looking, right? Good eyeball. That's a beefcake.
Funny, as soon as you say it's time to go, they're like, but
Yeah.
wait, there's more.
You always find your biggest ones on the way back to the car. That's
Yeah,
just
right.
the way it goes.
Oh, that one,
Let me clean up the bottom a little bit. You can see that stem is, oh yeah, that's definitely like double walled. So let me show you what that means. I'm gonna cut that baby in half. Yeah, look at that. There you can see the separation and that gray color. Beautiful. Kind of looks like a walnut. Good eye, Jeff.
very firm.
Look at those. Those are beauties. Wow, I can really see the fuzz on that. Gorgeous find.
Oh yeah, look at those guys.
Look at that. Jeff's on them. Very nice. Those are thick daddies. All right, man, so we've had a good day out here. It's been a lot of fun picking mushrooms.
Sure.
And I got to get going, but I got Morel fever like going through my blood right now. So it's kind of hard to walk away when you're on a hot streak and my bag's getting heavy, but you know, it is what it is, man. So until the next episode, much love.
Hang on, there's one right here.
Oh, nice.
You can't miss
Oh,
them.
that's great. Oh, that's a greenie. Look at that. That's a pickle.
Beauty.
Oh, I can't leave. I guess I got to go. All right. Peace out, everyone.
Oh, that's hilarious.